Hi, I'm Sophie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I'm really excited to share with you a short flow practice. It's going to be around 20 minutes, so you can squeeze it into your day at any time. It's going to have a focus on practicing some standing postures, but we'll also have a little nice stretch at the end. So a nice, well-rounded full body flow. We're going to get straight to it. I'm actually going to start in a child's pose today. So taking those knees as wide as your mat, let the toes touch. Stretch those fingertips forward and really soften the chest down towards the ground. Just using these first few moments to arrive. And really notice how you're feeling today. If there's a particular intention you'd like to work with, then now is the time to welcome that in. So maybe selecting one word, maybe a mantra. And if that's not something that's resonating with you today, perhaps you want to offer your practice to a devotee, someone you love, someone you care about. Or perhaps someone who just needs a little bit more energy today. Rolling the head softly from left to right now, just letting any unwanted thoughts, any expectations of how your practice should look, fall out of the crown of the head and into the earth. As we move together today, I really encourage you to move to the rhythm of your own breath. So although I'm here as your guide, you know your body best. Move to the rhythm of your own breath at your own pace. Final inhale here to seal that intention, whatever it may be. We take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. On your next inhale, gaze forward. Slide those knees underneath the hips. We're going to take the fingertips to the top two corners of the mat. Lift the tailbone nice and high as you soften chest towards the earth. Come to find Anahata, melting heart pose. So we should feel this lovely deep opening through both sides of the body, softening through the shoulders. Growing the space between the shoulders and the ears. Option to stay here, option to rise onto the chin if you're working with a little bit more space in the back body. Final breath here, we inhale. On your exhale, tuck chin towards the chest, round the spine, rise all the way up to a seated kneeling position. Now, if you want to take this a little bit further, you can always tuck the toes, begin to feel a nice deep stretch through the feet. If that feels too intense at any point, you can always untuck those toes. Working in to activate the core and the sides of the body now. We're going to inhale, rise those fingertips nice and high. Exhale, take a twist. Left hand to right knee. Inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale, we twist to the other side. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale to twist. Inhale, rise through center. And exhale to twist. This time, drawing those hands up towards the sky, rise through center. We're going to bend our right elbow, take our left hand to our right elbow, and find this nice deep stretch down the back of our arm. And breathing here, this can feel super, super sticky, especially early in the morning. So maybe just have a little wiggle, feel into some new space. Final inhale here. Exhale, we release the bind. Give those arms a little shake. Maybe shake out through the wrists. Coming onto the opposite side. Inhale, left arm rises. Deeply bend that left elbow. Right hand to the left elbow as you take that nice deep stretch. Remembering you can have a little wiggle here, if that feels good. Final deep breath, we inhale. Maybe feeling those fizzing of the toes now through the foot. Exhale, release. We're going to press the hands forward. Just give those toes a little tap, release through the ankles. Fingers spread nice and wide. Shoulders in line with wrists, hips over knees. Just taking a little cat-cow to open up through the back body. So inhale, we lift and lengthen. Shine that chest forward. Exhale to release. Taking 3 rounds in your own time. When you've taken your 3, come back to neutral. We're going to tuck the toes. Send the tailbone nice and high. Come to downward facing dog. So spreading those hands nice and wide. Maybe pedaling out through those feet a little. Wiggling the tailbone from left to right. Softening down through the backs of the legs as you root the heels towards the earth. Feeling that lovely deep stretch. Breathing here for one more breath. Inhale. On your exhale, gaze forward. End of the exhale, take as many teeny tiny steps. Come to find a ragdoll, a forward fold at the top of the mat. So soft bend in those knees, taking hold of opposite elbows. Allow everything to hang heavy. Softening the crown of the head towards the earth for one more. Inhale. Exhale, release the bind. Interlace the fingers at the base of the skull. Roll up as slow as you can, vertebrae by vertebrae. Head arrives last. When you get there, open the elbows nice and wide. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release the bind. We'll begin to flow. On your next inhale, we're going to press down to lift up, rise. Lightly touch the palms. Exhale, send the chest all the way down towards the thighs, remembering you can bend those knees. Inhale, we look forward, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back with the right foot and the left foot high plank. Shoulders in line with wrists. We then shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, 3 points. Inhale to roll the shoulders, lift the chest. Baby cobra, squeeze those elbows in. Exhale to release. Roll all the way back over those knees. Tuck the toes. Lift the tailbone nice and high, downward facing. Inhale, right leg rises high to the sky. Exhale, step or guide the foot between the hands. We're going to roll onto the outer edge of that back foot. Press down to lift up, straight into warrior 2. Standing strong here, gazing down that front middle finger. We're then going to flip those palms, find a bit of softness in the arms, and take 3 warrior lifts here. So inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale to release. Inhale, we rise. Exhale to release. Final time we lift, engage both thighs. Exhale to release. This time we're going to flip those palms back around, straighten the front leg. Reach forward with the right hand, maybe shorten your stance ever so slightly. Exhale to tilt into that Trikonasana. So dialing the chest towards the sky, gazing towards those lifted fingertips. Inhale here. Exhale, can you sweep that left hand all the way up and over? Spin all 10 toes to face forward. Left hand inside right foot. Maybe heel toe right foot out ever so slightly. Easy twist. Gaze towards those lifted fingertips. Deep breath here. We inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot. Step back. This time optional full vinyasa. So send the weight forward. Wrap the elbows in. High to low plank. Inhale to upward facing. Lift the thighs off the earth. Exhale, downward facing. When you arrive straight onto the left-hand side, inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step or guide the foot between the hands. Spin onto the outer edge of that back foot. Press straight up to that warrior 2. Standing strong, softening through the shoulders. As we flip those palms, we're going to find that little bit of softness in those arms. Inhale, straighten both legs. Gaze towards those lifted fingertips. Exhale, move with the breath. Inhale, we rise. Exhale to release. Final time we lift. Exhale to release. This time, flip those palms back around, straighten that front leg. Maybe shorten your stance a little. Reaching left hand forward as we tilt into our Trikonasana triangle pose. Engaging through both thighs, gazing towards those lifted fingertips. Inhale here. Exhale, can you sweep that right hand all the way up and over, arrive inside that left foot. Maybe heel toe left foot out ever so slightly, press down to lift up. Easy twist. Deep breath here, we inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back, move through your vinyasa, so knees, chest, chin, or high to low plank. Inhale to upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. On your next inhale, gaze forward. End of the exhale, step, jump, float to the top of the mat. Inhale, we look forward, fingertips to shins. Exhale to bow. This time, sink the bottom down. Lift the arms high towards the sky. Utkatasana, chair pose. We're only here for one breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then come to stand in your mountain pose. Together, we're going to squeeze that right knee in towards the chest. Find your drishti to find your balance. And then exhale, extend that right leg all the way towards the back of the room. Find warrior three. So square the hips, flex back toes. Maybe fly that warrior, arms out wide. Deep breath here. We inhale, exhale. Take a huge step back with control, not worrying if you wobble. Lift up to your high lunge, so all 10 toes facing forward. And then exhale, take that little vinyasa. Inhale to upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Straight onto the opposite side. Inhale, we look forward. Exhale, step, jump, float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we bow. Root to rise, ripple up through the spine. Stretch those fingertips nice and high. And then exhale, hands to heart center. The weight goes into that right foot this time. Squeeze that left knee in towards the chest. Gaze is lifted. Inhale here, root down through that standing leg. Remembering you can always find a little micro bend here. Exhale, warrior three. Keeping those hips square, gaze is just ahead of you along the floor. Deep inhale. Exhale, take a huge step back with control. Rise up to our high lunge. I've just found a friend. Inhale, we lift and lengthen. Exhale, flow through that vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathing here, we're going to be here for 3 breaths. On our final inhale, as we exhale, we're going to lower the knees down, come to find a kneeling position, just like we did at the start. This time we're going to take a dancing camel, one of my favorite postures, to really find a bit of freedom, a bit of movement and space in the upper body. So on your inhale, you're going to place your left hand, your right hand even on your hip or your ankle. Inhale, sweep the left arm forward. Exhale, press the hips forward, open through the chest. Inhale, come forward. Exhale to release. Inhale, we come forward. Exhale to release. Final time, we come forward and exhale to release. Deep breath here. Coming back through neutral. Maybe place the palms on the thighs, just letting that lovely free movement sink in. And then in your own time, your own breath, press those hands forward, tuck the toes, come to find that final downward facing. We take a deep inhale. Exhale, gaze forward, step, jump, float to a seated position at the top of our mat. We're going to take a little forward fold, Paschimottanasana, so stretching those legs out long, moving the fleshy parts of our bottom, flex the toes towards the face, and you can always have a soft bend in the knees here. Inhale, lift those hands high. And then exhale, don't worry about how far you go. Think chest towards the thighs as you forward fold. And if, like me, this is pretty early in your day, then forward folds can feel super sticky. So just bend those knees. Breathe into the sensations and don't worry about how far you go down. Final inhale. Exhale, ripple all the way up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Maybe place the hands behind the glutes. Windshield wipe those knees from left to right. And then we're going to shuffle the bottom all the way down. Reach the hands forward. Engage that core as we lower down for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Closing our practice with a little happy baby. Take hold of the outer edges of the feet, calves or ankles. Maybe give yourself a little wiggle, a little rock from side to side. Maybe extend one leg and then the other. Just having a little play here. And then when you're ready, releasing both legs, coming all the way down to lie on your back. Coming to find a few moments of rest here in our final and our most important posture of our practice together, our closing relaxation. Breathing into all that lovely new space you've created. We're here for a few moments longer. And when you're ready, starting to bring some awareness back into the room, we're going to take a deep inhale through the nose and sigh it out. Wiggling the fingers and the toes, maybe interlace the fingers, take a full body stretch. Any yawns, any sighs, any further clearing breaths, welcome. Before we tuck the knees in towards the chest, wrap our arms around, rocking onto whichever side feels most appropriate for you. Just spend a moment in that fetal position to notice anything that's shifted. And you're ready, we're going to come to meet in a seated position at the top of our mat. Closing our practice with one final clearing and collective breath. We're going to inhale, rise those arms nice and high. Exhale, draw everything into that heart center. Coming back to that intention, that one word, or perhaps even your devotee. Sharing your love, your energy with someone you love, someone you care about, that person who needed a little bit of extra energy today. Together we raise thumbs to third eye, bow chin towards the chest. Always in gratitude and always in peace. Thank you so much for flowing with me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.